So in all of the spiritual and personal development systems from Central Asia, there is a category of teachings that are called view. And view gives us our orientation about life. It's basically philosophy. So in the view teachings category, there is the wonderful teaching called the 12-stage view. And 12-stage view is really practical, a very pragmatic teaching. And many people love this teaching because of its ability to be applied in everyday life. You don't have to be considering yourself a very deep spiritual practitioner or follower of any type of religion to benefit from 12-stage view. In fact, I think it's quite a secular view in a certain way. 12-stage view basically discusses what is the journey from a person who is completely unaware, first entering the world as an unaware being, to when awareness wakes up and we go through the full journey into what is the possible maximizing of human creative potential. So the ancients have watched that process over many thousands of years and have come up with many different models for how that occurs, you know. And some of these models were like a 3-stage view or a 5-stage or 9 or 11, whatever. But this teaching is the 12-stage view. And I like the length of it. I like the extra amount of stages over something like 3 and so on, because what I see in this is a very great way to find ourselves, where we are in the process of our life, basically. I mean, you can see your psychology through these stages of development, how you become a person who accepts themselves and overcomes issues and heals things that, you know, were not quite right in your psycho-emotional self that you got from how you were brought up or environmental, etc. So I love this view because it really gives us a sense of self-guidance, and that's what we really want. So often when we're journeying through the path of life, we sort of want to know, where are we? How are we doing? You know, in a sense, what's our report card? And it's very difficult to find that. I know when I was training in these things, Indian systems, Tibetan systems, there was really no sense for saying where you are in relation to life circumstances, in relation to how your emotions are, in relation to how you relate with other people. It was very interesting that the way you checked out where you were in the spiritual practices or in the path in these systems were to see what kind of amazing experiences you were having, you know, what kind of lights you saw or what kind of energies you were experiencing. But it didn't give me any sense of how to work with it as a human being in an everyday situation. Well, if I'm in stage 2 versus stage 4, how does it look with my family? How does it look in my work and my employees and my fellow workmates or my boss, or, you know, how does it look as far as my own understanding of myself, my own psychology, my mental, emotional state, you know, this kind of thing. So I found it very pragmatic on that other level, as well as being something that can really help guide us into a deeper, more profound understanding of life that we might call spiritual.